Welcome to Red Paddle Co. I'm George and I'm going to be talking you through our wind range. Now we have two boards in the range that are designed to be compatible in windsurf mode. This is the 10.7 Wind and the 10.7 Windsurf. Now both boards are designed and built for slightly different purposes, but I'm going to start by talking you through some of the similarities. So to begin with, both boards, as the name suggests, are 10 foot 7 inches long. This gives the board really nice glide and cuts through the water. But also at 33 inches wide, they're nice and stable, especially when you're learning how to either paddleboard or especially when you're learning to windsurf. Now, in terms of features on the board, both boards have this carry handle right on the nose or the front of the board, which allows you to carry the board in pairs and allow you to get down to the water's edge with ease. They also have a built-in accessories mount. Now, this allows you to securely attach any phones or cameras that you may want to take with you on the water. Coming down the board, they both have this extra large EVA red embossed deck pad, which is really nice and grippy, so it means that you won't have any slips or falls when you are learning how to paddle or windsurf. But most importantly, it's also nice and soft on your knees, so when you are learning to windsurf, in those early stages, you can climb on and off the board with a nice comfort feel on the board. Now, both boards also have this inbuilt UJ system, so it stands for universal joint, and this is where you will attach your windsurfing sail to when the breeze is up and you want to make the most of getting out there and windsurfing. The Wind then has this central carry handle, one of the first differences on the board. So it has a central carry handle, which is a nice tubular ergonomic grip, and it makes it nice and soft and comfortable to carry down to the water. Whereas the Windsurf, we've moved the handles out to the outer edges of the board to reduce the amount of trip hazards that may be on the surface and midpoint of the board. Now as you come down the Wind and down the board, you'll see that on the Wind we have a diamond cut deck pad section towards the back of the board. Now this allows you to orientate yourself when you are paddling, especially if you go into any surf or if you're practicing advanced turning techniques such as step back turns. Whereas on the Windsurf, this diamond cut is actually all the way up the whole length of the deck pad to provide even more grip and traction when you're learning how to windsurf. Then both boards, right on the end of the board, have this carry handle with integrated leash points, so when you're paddleboarding it's really important that you do wear a leash at all times, and also a valve for fast inflation and deflation. So the differences of these two boards really happen when we start considering the use of the board. The Wind is designed for paddlers looking to get the most out of their time paddling, but want to occasionally use their board to go windsurfing. Whereas the Windsurf board is designed as an out-and-out light wind windsurf board for people looking to get the most out of any windsurfing conditions and will be using it majority of the time in windsurf mode, but occasionally in paddleboard mode. The reason for that is actually on the underside of these boards. So if I turn the Wind around, you'll see that on the underside of the board, we have two US fin boxes. These take shorter US fins into them to give you lateral resistance to allow good tracking when in windsurf mode, but it's very easy to remove the center fin and just have one tail fin, so when you're paddleboarding, you can get that extra glide and also that extra maneuverability, especially if you're going into small waves. On the Windsurf, however, you have this Surefin Daggerboard system. Now this is a fin which goes right through the centre of the board, and as you can see is a long fin, so it goes deeper into the water, which increases stability but also increases tracking. So when you are learning slightly more advanced techniques such as sailing upwind and tacking, this Daggerboard really helps and aids with that sailing technique. This also has a US centre fin box on the back of the board if I return it over. So when used in tandem, you get unrivaled tracking on any other windsurf variation of board, which really helps you get out there and make the most of your time in windsurf mode. So to sum up, both boards are designed for windsurfing and paddleboarding. The Wind is designed for paddlers looking to paddle most of the time but occasionally use it for windsurf use, whereas the Windsurf is designed for riders looking to use it for windsurf mode most of the time but occasionally want to make the most of flat water when the wind dies. I hope that helps, but if you have any questions at all, then feel free to drop us a line, contact us on email, live chat, or why not request your very own personalised video, and we'll be very happy to help. Happy paddling.